This is my 196cc mini bike engine. In this video, I'm going to be installing this brand new torque converter I just bought for it. But before I do that, I'm going to try and clean up all the dirt and grime first, because as you can tell, this thing's pretty darn musty. Alright, so I got most of the grime and dirt cleaned off now. Yeah, it's still dirty, but I'm going to clean the rest up and polish it up real good another day. Alright, so to install this torque converter, you're going to want to take this main torque converter plate. I'm going to slide this shaft through like this. So now that you got that shaft slid through, put this washer on with the key slit through it. You can go ahead and put this key into place. The next step is to put the sprocket on. So when you buy this kit, it's going to come with 2 different size sprockets. I'm going to be using the bigger one as my mini bike uses a 420 chain. The smaller sprocket is meant for a 35 chain though. You're just going to want to slide that on there like that. Alright, so the next step is to install this pulley onto the shaft. You're going to want to install this pulley with this spring facing outwards, just like how it is right here. And so now that you got the pulley on there, go ahead and slide this washer on that shaft. You can finally bolt it all down. So in order to tighten this bolt down, you're going to want to stick something through your pulley system like this. So that way you can hold the pulley while you tighten it down. I got the bolt pretty snug on there. I don't think she's going to be coming off anytime soon. Alright, so the next step is to install it onto the engine. So you're going to want to have your engine slanted up onto something. Next, you're going to want to grab your mounting bolts. So you're going to want to make sure your torque converter is installed sitting just like this. And you're going to want to put the bolt on the middle hole closest to the shaft on each hole. So it should look just like this when you're done with it. So you might also want to use Loctite too. The only reason why I'm not is because I'm eventually going to pull this torque converter off again and clean the motor up better. Next, you're just going to put this little spacer on that was already on there before. Alright, so after that, you're going to want to take this other ring, which is called the collar, I guess, and also slide that right on there after you put the spacer on first. So now you can just put the next part of this pulley on. Now you're going to want to take this brass collar and slide it right onto the area. Now that you got that on there, you're going to want to take your belt and install it onto the torque converter. So I was actually wrong about adding this first spacer on. The only thing you need to have on there is this ring that comes with the torque converter. Alright, so now that I got that figured out, I can put the belt on. So the belt is on now. Alright, so next you're going to want to take this piece, slide it onto the shaft right there. You can take this other pulley part and slide it on like that, with the springs facing outwards. So next you're going to want to take the cover for the pulley. When you're putting this cover on, you're going to want to make sure to line up the slots on it. Like that. So after you got that cover put on, you're going to want to put this black ring in there. Like that. After you got that put on, you're going to want to thread this bolt right here into it. So in order to tighten this bolt down, you're going to need to hold it down with something right here. So to do that, I'm just using scissors, but most people use a flathead screwdriver. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is how you install the 30 series torque converter onto your Predator 212 or any other small engines like that. Right here, I'm using the 196cc motor, but it's basically the same thing as a Predator 212.